You're watching T.S. Madison TV.
My God, today.
Maddie in the morning, 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 Maddie in the morning. What? Wait, hold on. What time is it? Whatever time it is, it's morning. It's 9 o'clock somewhere, bitch. Get in here and watch the show.
I'm gonna get real vicious this morning, and if they act up, you can get smacked up. Throw them pussy assholes up out of here, okay? It's not the day. We not with the bullshit with this bullshit today. I'm not the day. I ain't with none of this. My elbows is black, and bitch, I'm about all things black this morning. Get this fucking shit up out of here. You know. I want to start out with this video footage from Twitter that disturbed me this morning. We're gonna talk about.
Okay, I'm not trying to be rude or racist or anything, but like I just want to say this. To all you black people that don't like it here in America, move out of the fucking country then. Like, get your money up, move, period. Like, if you don't like it here, move. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, y'all get on my nerve talk about move then. Damn, like all this shit won't happen if y'all ain't here, period.
I think I want to roll that back again, Mo. You don't even got to cut my microphone off. I want to roll back through that again just to make sure I seen this motherfucking goddamn Mexican pizza talking out of her motherfucking goddamn I want to say something real bad, but talking up out of that Michelin Time Man neck. You see them rolls on that neck over there? Yeah. Well, let's go. Yeah, I say Michelin Time Man because I want to say inner tube, but bitch, that'll be real. That would have been real shady, right? Okay, let's go back and play with that motherfucking Mexican pizza face ass bitch said. Go back.
Okay.
Was that pizza sauce cross that bitch eye? You motherfucking hoes, bitch. You other minorities with the bullshit. You other minority motherfuckers with the bullshit like your ass ain't colored too, bitch. You actually colored too, bitch. You just a lighter version of colored, bitch. And you speak a whole nother fucking language. Because I can tell by your tongue, bitch, that you speak a whole nother motherfucking language, bitch. But you colored. Don't you ever get it twisted in this world, bitch, that bitch, you ain't even supposed to be here actually. If you wanna be technical, hoe. You talking about some move, bitch? You weren't even supposed to be. All us was brought over here, but you swam over here, bitch. If you want to motherfucking try it, ho, on the color folks' time, bitch. You actually floated over here, pussy, bitch. So don't play whole scroll games like that. Now that I got y'all attention and you're black and you're mad, I want you to watch some more shit. And you better be black and mad all the way through. Let's go.
Man, what you doing, bro?
Man, this is a nigga, bro. Move.
That's a nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. What he did? He tried it?
You keep breaking everything. I'm trying to treat her like a bitch. Take care of her now. I'm trying to get money to take care of us, bro. But you don't understand.
Oh, that's a faggot.
Boy, fuck you.
Oh, hell no. This nigga trying to turn a faggot to a housewife.
Oh, we talked about that last week. We talked a little bit about that last week. It had me pissed the fuck off. That pissed me the fuck off. And I was so pissed off about that shit. I talked about that last week because it made me so upset because I knew in my spirit. See, y'all don't be knowing down in y'all spirit why shit make me mad. Because, a lot of woke people still be laying down on their pillow in the morning with their eyes open. You feel me? They just be on their pillow laying down. Their eyes be open, but they really ain't woke. What made me motherfucking upset about that is that that kind of shit got a trickle down effect. Trickle down. It trickles down. Trickles down. Because when you listen to the context in that video, you seen the men's, they rolled up on the board to see what was going on. What's going on? You feel me? What's happening here? And when they found out that, you know, what was really happening, it was domestic amongst two lovers. One was a man, and the other one was a trans woman. Okay, you know, when they thought that it was some problems going on, you know, them niggas was about to get out the car and they was about to help that boy beat that faggot. You didn't hear it? Y'all ain't hear it in the tonality, in the voice, how they was gonna get out the car. Oh, that is a faggot. It's a faggot. I'm about to help you, bro. Dog, I'm about to get out here and help you stalk this faggot, because you know, we don't with it. You know, trickle down effect. Trickle down effects happens, and they go into situations like this. Let's look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
What the fuck? Come on. Hey, stop! Tell him now! Hey, you trying to get behind me? You gotta come out! Yo, y'all fucking up the sauce, bro! You gotta come out! You should put that shit on the front. Chill out, your fat ass out the store. Bro, I'm trying to get the beats. Hey, stop cleaning this motherfucker door. Hey, chill out with the stove. Chill out, man. Get out the stove. Get out the stove. Get out the stove. Let's go. I'm members. Hey, tweet, I'm members. And it's been buzzing. Yeah, it's been tweaking. Yeah, it's been tweaking.
Why the fuck would you put that camera in my face?
Hey, Mike, I humbly apologize. And you owe me a thug too, Mike. I might be even now with this one.
I want it all clear all the way through.
Hey, but you.
If you're still mad and you're black, I need you to keep your hands up. I need those fists to still be out there in the air, because see, all of this stuff that y'all just watched, from my understanding, that started over a fender bender. Now, there's a whole 21 minute video that I watched through its entirety, because after I posted this stuff on my Instagram last night, you know, there were so many people down there in the comment section trying to figure out what she did. What did she do? What did she do? And not what did she do like, well, what she did because, oh, and then I seen some people down there in the comments. Let's go through some of these comments. Let's go through them, Mo. I want y'all to see, because I always try to make my points. Okay. Let's look at this one right here. This shit right here pissed me off. Tiffany 2 said the black woman is the least protected, most attacked creature on this earth. I ain't saying they right for all jumping this trans woman, but honestly, celebrate men protecting women from anybody. Maybe one should have went one-on-one, but finally protecting black women is a serious matter. Bring me back to the screen. Now, if you watch that 21-minute video like I did, I watched that 21-minute video. And when I watched the whole video, I watched that girl, the girl, she must have hit them folk car. I did see her in there. Bitch, she motherfucking terrified from what I saw. Because I watched the whole video. She didn't even know those people film her. They were filming. And then somebody posted the shit. And I was like, damn, you know, the girl ain't the one going in there selling out. The lady was telling her that she want money. Like, I want, give me my money, bitch. I want money. You know, you done hit my shit, bitch. Pay me the money. Pay me money now. You know, woman now, cisgender woman, cis, not S-I-S, C-I-S, you know. And you're very upset. It upsetted me and my homegirls. Okay? Not my new, because this is my life too. And the reason why I titled this video this morning, the Maddie in the Morning Show, the title of my video is I'm Scared. I'm scared because, hold on, let me add Lawrence on here because Lawrence and I, Lawrence and I talked about this. Hey, Lawrence.
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah.
Wait, let me move.
Yeah, I can see you.
There we go. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why I titled this video, this show, I'm Scared, is because I'm scared because let's say we get everything we need. Let's say we get all of our African American brothers and sisters in the office or in high positions or in positions and stuff. I'm scared when you get there because I know a lot of y'all have that internalized homophobia, transphobia, and you gonna do what you need to do to fuck me up. So I'm gonna fight for you to get there. Is you gonna kill me? Is you gonna make laws? Are you gonna put stuff in place to destroy me? Like, I'm scared of that. Hold on. I'm also scared when the masculine gay man get into a position of power. And it's just like, okay, well, what about the films? The trans and the films. What about that? Because you know you got that internalized homophobia from them motherfuckers too that be like, no fats, no films, no faggots, no this and the other. Then I'm scared if my gay white brothers and sisters get in power, because you know they don't fuck with us. Some of them don't fuck with us like that. Not all. You get what I'm saying? You know, that's a whole different system. Like if Caitlyn Jenner get up there in power somewhere, you know what the first thing they gon', you know the first thing? Because she definitely was a white Republican man first. With this came and transformed into a woman with still white Republican man ideas and beliefs, which all exclude me. So I'm scared. I'm scared. And this is what I use my platform for when I get up and I start talking to people about me being scared. And then they want it. This ain't the time. I don't want to hear that. I don't, no, bitch, this is the time. We talking about voting. We talking about rights. We talking about equality. This is the time for everybody who's scared. Everybody who's scared to lay their fears down on the line and on platforms like this and bigger platforms to communicate about it. So that's what we're doing this morning, because we scared. Lawrence, you made a point to me last night. Can you reiterate on that point? You was telling me about systemic racism.
I think there are a lot of caveats that we are trying to face and fight right now. Systemic racism obviously is one, but then you have the systemic homophobia, transphobia, and queerphobia. Also, the idea of gender equality. And I say gender equality, and the reason, and when I think about the Breonna Taylors, I think about the Nina Pops, I think about the Sandra Bland's. When these inflammatory situations come up that affect Black people as a whole, there's a very lackluster response to the females' names and the outpour and cry for the females' names. The hashtags are lower in numbers. And last night, obviously, it's been a very, very challenging, unsettling, and unnerving time over this last week or so, dealing with George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, the Tony McDades. But when I saw Ayanna Dior's video yesterday, I was even more outraged. And I, too, share your same fear, Madison, because I belong to a mother, my biological mother, as her son. I am my blood sister's brother. But then by my chosen family, I'm a mother. I'm a sister. And I'm also a brother to some as well. And so when I saw Ayanna Dior and what happened to her, I became afraid, because as a person who's in the gray area of the gender expressions and the LGBTQIAs, or whatever you want to call it, as a person that's on the gray area who identifies as gender nonconforming, I stand with every type of wrong, injustice, and trying to combat it. So while I'm out, or while I'm doing what I can to make sure, and people like me and like all of us, to make sure that justice is being served on all fronts, I don't want to have to be afraid for my daughter, who's a trans girl, who may decide I want to go out there and help too, because I look at a George Floyd or a Tamir Rice or a Trayvon Martin or Ahmaud Arbery as my brother, or I look at Sandra Bland or Breonna Taylor or Malaysia Booker or Nina Pop as my sister. But now I'm afraid that I can't go out there and walk hand in hand and march hand in hand and raise our voices together, because I am now afraid of what could happen to my trans daughter while we're all out on the same agenda. And so that is my purpose and positioning behind posting that video yesterday, because I too got a lot of people like, oh, now is not the time. Don't divide us. It's so sad to say, but there has been a division line that has been drawn a very, 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 very long time ago. A very long time ago. And while we are uncomfortable, while shit is fucked up right now, I do believe that we're going to see much brighter days and better days once this is over with. But what I don't want to happen is that we all come together and unite as one to create this change. And then when the Black people are able to, quote unquote, move on up and get another piece of the pie, I want to make sure that pie is divided equally. And that is my positioning behind talking about the Ayanna Dior this morning with you guys.
Yeah. You know, you want to chime in, Dustin?
Yeah. There's so many moments in this conversation where I feel a sense of responsibility and obligation to speak certain things and to make people aware of certain things. But my moral compass tells me to just rely upon the things that we know for sure after seeing this video, right? And what we know for sure is that there is an epidemic of lethal violence, okay, against Black trans women and trans men too, okay? We know that for sure. We as Black people who grew up in Black communities understand that there is an automatic, it's almost just like a pink elephant in the room anytime someone is gay or trans or lesbian or different or queer in some way enters a space like that. And we know that it automatically becomes a test of how tough you are, a test of how strong you are, a test of endurance for you, a test of perseverance for you. And we know what that looks like. So when we see it manifest itself,
I think it's also a platform for you to show your insecurities too.
Completely. So when we see it manifest itself as it's blatantly that, Miss Lawrence. So when we see it manifest itself as literally a death mob chasing after a trans woman simply for the thrill and the sensation of beating up on a trans woman, that's a problem. Okay? It is an extreme. That doesn't touch you if you don't look at that. And before you have any other filter, if you don't look at that and think that's fucked up for her, that she's in that position, she needs help and those people are wrong for engaging in that way. If you start adding other layers into the conversation of well, what did she do, or who knew, or all that other shit, we've already turned wrong. And I just feel like we're hopeless at that point. So again, I feel like the only solution that we have is to make our physical safety a priority in our lives.
I think a lot of people try to find some type of comfort for their own conscience when they ask, what did she do or what did he do? And I think it lives primarily when it's related to a trans person or queer person of color. And it's so unfortunate and disheartening because for myself, when I learned of any of my little brothers or father's death that came about from police brutality or any type of unjust act, I wept immediately. I didn't ask, did Trayvon Martin pay for his pack of Skittles? Is that the reason?
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't even want to hear that George Floyd was, I don't know, allegedly using counterfeit money or whatever the case may be. That wasn't what I cared about was that one of my people, one of my brothers, one of my fathers, one of my sons was murdered in cold blood, and it wasn't fair. That was what my concern was. And to turn around and have one of my very own, a girl or man of the trans experience, to be murdered or bullied or jumped on in any type of way, I'm not going to question what could have happened there either. I'm looking at the fact. The fact is they're gone, or the fact is they're bruised and they're wounded and they've been beaten in a very unfair way.
At the hands of injustice, okay?
At the hands of injustice, yes.
Because let me tell you something. A car accident, did you watch the whole video, Miss Dora?
Yes.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Justin, you saw the 21-minute video, right?
No.
Haven't. Okay, I gotta send it to you. Hope you watched the 21-minute video. And when I watched the video, I was watching because I knew that there were people that was going to be like, what, I was looking to see where, because I kept seeing people in my comment section saying, well, she hit a girl. You don't hit no woman because the woman is physically, physically less stronger than a man, and you don't, and I'm sitting there like, girl, y'all was so ready, like you've already jumped to the conclusions with the stereotypes and all this type of stuff or whatever, trying to find ways of find situations to be like, to excuse these men and these women, these people, and justify what they did because of the hate that you got for somebody else's sexual identity, sexual orientation, or someone else's true self.
That's why they were asking her for money in the first damn place. That's ridiculous. When you get into a car accident to demand some money for the fucking accident, that was them. They were trying her on purpose because they had already decided what they were going to do. Nobody ever does that in any other car accident. You can't tell me that if that was anybody else that hit that car, the response would have been the same way. It would not have. So it already was rooted in that shit, in that hate. Yeah. That's what it was. That's where it was coming from.
We saw the same thing with Malaysia Booker last year.
Yes.
And that's all I could see when I watched that video, and especially when I heard about the pettiness in it. We saw the same thing with Malaysia Booker. Everything was cool when her cousins were handling the fender bender, but when they got out of the car when she got out of the car and they realized that the person that actually hit them was a trans woman, now is pay me $100 to slap her. Now is I'll do it for 50. One of y'all just dare me. And then 2 weeks later, she's killed by this same man, and his public defender misgenders her and tries to use the fact that they were the same height, and if it was boxing, they were in the same weight class, to get his person that murdered somebody. You murdered someone because they hit the back of your car and they were trans. That doesn't compute. 30 people jumped on one girl that's 125 pounds, soaking wet, couldn't be no more than 5'8". 30 of y'all jumped on one girl about a fender bender. And you damn right I slapped that bitch. Because if you come in my face talking shit to me and you put your hands on me, I don't give a fuck what you got between your legs, what your chromosomes say. I'm whooping your ass. Don't step up if you ain't ready to fight.
Right. And don't try to pull that woman card shit on me. You get what I'm saying? When you done when you're the aggressor, you get out of the car. Listen, I love my entire fan base is definitely built on the backs of women, and I love my girls. And my girl, this ain't got nothing to do with my girls that love me, respect me, and understand. This for them bitches that's on the outside, you know what I'm saying, that do that shit. Almost 2 years ago or 2 years ago, when that situation, I can only speak from my experience. So this is just me talking. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When all that shit was going on and that separation happened with me and baby girl and them other folks, those other outside people brought their entities inside of that and began to harass me, constantly harass me and make video after video. And then when I finally responded, they became, I'm a woman and I'm being attacked by a man. Oh my God. And then when I had to go through legal systems with the situation, they down there in the legal part, and now I'm all kinds of men, and they're fearful for their life. But bitch, you got the poking stick, and you poking at me. You know, I don't give a fuck about your pussy, bitch, when your hands is balled up at me. That don't mean a fucking thing to me. Nothing. I don't give a fuck about your dick in between your legs when your hands is balled up to me. I'm tired of them. It's the same way black people feel. I'm tired of you thinking just because you white, bitch, that you got authority over me. I'm tired of you thinking because you straight that I'm supposed to bow down to you. I'm tired of you thinking that because you a woman that you're supposed to be able to knock, bash, hit, demean, say, do all types of shit to me, and I'm supposed to just take it because I'm not a real bitch. I'm sick of that shit. You got to get the same, whatever you give, you got to be able to fucking take it back. And if you come in the door giving me your fist, bitch, don't rely on your pussy, bitch, for your savior. And don't be running out here getting no nigga talking about some stuff, because my quarrel wasn't with no nigga, bitch. My quarrel was with you. Your quarrel was with me. So you got to figure out, what are you really mad for? What are you really upset for? What is the problem for? What are we really at arms for? Why are we having this issue? Why?
Justice and standing up for who we are and Black Lives Matter, that is a very integral piece that we cannot leave out. Yeah. Because again, as I said earlier, if I feel like, or if one of my trans brothers or sisters feel like I can't stand with you and march with you and go out here and protest with you, or go and make make our difference and our voices heard at the polling booths together. We can't stand in line together and chit chat and talk about this shit because we're afraid for our safety from you. That is a huge, huge problem. Yes. That's a huge problem. Yes. And it's going to affect every last one of us. Everybody. It's going to affect everybody. If we don't figure this shit out and figure it out fast, considering that there are 5 months before it's time to go out and vote and elect a president. Well, we're already in primaries right now. And so if you have a community of Black people, the Black LGBTQ community, that is feeling like our lives are not as valued as our straight brothers and sisters, that is a problem. That's a problem. It's going to show up at the polls. That same problem is going to show up at the polls. That same problem is going to show up while y'all are still out in Minnesota, while y'all are still out in California, New York, Atlanta, over in Paris and Palestine, marching for the equality and marching for justice for Black lives. That line that people are, that black elephant that no one wants to address, is going to affect the results. Yeah. As uncomfortable and as bad as that sounds, it's the reality. Yes. It's the reality.
How can I vote?
It's safe to say that we all up here on this panel understand when I titled this video, or we all have a piece of the title of this video when I say that I'm scared. Each one of us here. Am I right?
You're absolutely correct, because the effects of this shit are so far reaching and they land in so many different areas of our lives. So
100%.
problem. I just want everybody to protect themselves. I do, and I want everybody to feel worthy of defending themselves as best they can, and to take extra measures. And people might not like me saying that, but I don't really give a fuck. I think that people need to, and when I say people, I mean my brothers and sisters in this gay thing, this LGBT thing. Y'all have to protect yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have to protect each other.
Hey guys, if you just enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or if you're already here, click that bell up there, one of them, and subscribe so that you don't miss this or any other excellent content that I have for you. Don't meet me here, beat me here. Ciao.